Welcome to the Uncharged Quest. I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Siri. And we love all the love and support that you guys are giving us. Remember to follow us on Pinterest, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and whatever podcast platform you're listening to us right now.
So today we're going to talk about the fall and the quest Usurped. Well, the first thing that I saw is in this first page, and it is a name. And it's a name that's very funny in Norwegian.
What? Oh, kakuk.
Yes.
I read this in English, so I did not read it that way.
I did. I was like, oh, really now?
Especially in our dialect too, like kakuk. It's like,
yeah.
what cock?
Yeah. Kakuk.
Funny names.
Yeah, and it's a man.
Yeah. And for everyone out there making novels and graphic novels and all that, look up names in different languages before you create them.
Or, for example, check what the word cock is in different languages before you make a name.
Yeah. Stuff like that. Important.
Kakuk.
But she has these human slaves that's just like watching her bathe, or her Vinaville has.
Like they're helping her bathe. They're like washing her hair and taking out the preserver stuff out of it.
Yeah, but she is the only one naked.
Yeah. Because she's the only one bathing.
But still, it feels so weird.
Yeah. They're sitting there in their rags, and all of their rags are brown and like cleaning her.
So they're kind of dirty, but they're cleaning her.
Yeah.
But they're not clean themselves.
No.
Weird.
Yeah.
But is Two Edge spying on her taking a bath?
Oh yeah. Two Edge is spying on everything, everyone, all the time.
Because that felt so creepy.
Well, he wants something from her, and he know that he can get it if he just pushes long enough. And well, considering who is considered to who she is, it's not that strange.
Yeah, and something else that's strange. He's talking about someone's bones.
Yeah,
Whose bones?
he tells you later.
In this issue?
Yeah.
I didn't catch that. Did he?
Yeah.
In what page? Like, is it far away?
It's when she walks off the bridge, or like the stairs. He tells you exactly whose bones.
Her bones?
No.
Because she fell off the stairs?
Well, we'll come back to that when we get there. Well, Two Edge loves talking in riddles, and also talks in fourth person. Yeah, he talks in third person all the time. And because he's spying in all of the walls, he knows all of Winwell's secrets.
But also, I felt they were kind of a team. So they were working together. So then he would know anyway, right?
No, Winwell doesn't really have a team. Winwell has herself. She trusts herself. She don't really trust anyone else. But if there was someone else you were to kinda trust, it would be Childock and Two Edge.
Yeah, and there was this other one.
Kudel?
Kurel, yeah. When she was like,
she
come
doesn't-
here at once, I have to tell you something.
She doesn't really trust him. He's more like LK.
Oh, do my bidding or I kill you.
Yeah. But he's not one of her trusted,
Okay.
because she's not a trusting person.
She just need his power.
Yeah. Or need him to do her bidding.
Mm-hmm.
But she is conspiring at the moment with like this big mean grin, and telling Childock and Krell to meet her in the hall without delay.
But there's so many rooms in Blue Mountain.
Yeah.
So, where is the hall? Have you seen it?
It's a dining hall.
Oh, but
we
is
have
it
seen it.
Lord Vol there.
Yeah.
But I thought she wanted to talk to them. Like in
She wants
private.
to
So why...
like they're meeting in a hall right outside. She can just send to them. It'll be private.
Oh, true.
They don't need to actually speak the words.
But is it only Dushine that's fighting recognition with Tildak, or is
Yeah.
Tildak fighting recognition with her too?
Oh, no, they're both fighting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like a two-sided fight. It's
Yeah.
not like with Lita and Cutter.
No,
When Cutter
no,
is
no.
not fighting, he just
He
can't get
just
her
wanted to-
because Lita is fighting.
Yeah. No, they're both fighting. None of them want it. And in this picture where you see like Dushan, she's so sad, and she sees like, oh, he's not ugly. I see him like he looks in my mind, and in that picture he's hot.
He is really sexy.
Like, why did he go from that hot guy to the bird?
Well, he wanted to fly,
Yeah.
and Venaville was the one who changed him.
Yeah.
Maybe Venaville kind of was like, you know, she wanted him, but a lot of other people in the mountain wanted him. So making him ugly, she's the only one who can have him. You know.
I would suppose that with her powers, if she wanted him to only want her, she could demand it.
Yeah, but the other girls would still drool on him.
They
So
would-
to stop the other girls, she makes him ugly.
But all of them know what he looks like. Because
But
they're
now he's ugly.
yeah, but they know that he looked hot.
True, but they can't change him back
No,
without Venaville's help.
but we will
or
want to
can
change him
Vin-
back. She
Can
can.
she?
She
Okay.
can. She just won't. Because she's Winwell. And because he really wants to look like the bird.
I understand the flying thing.
Yeah.
I just don't understand the whole ugly looking thing.
No, you can have wings without being ugly.
He could have kept his beautiful face, the long hair.
Yeah. Just grow wings. You don't have to become
Yeah.
a bird.
But it's probably about he wants to be aerodynamic too.
Yeah, probably.
Flying faster than normal birds.
Yeah. So at this moment, Dushine is so sad because she tells everyone she still wants to be free and wants to be a wolf rider, and she don't want to live with the gliders. But like, she's a wolf rider, they don't have a mindset of, I recognize this person, so I have to live with you. So why doesn't she just like, whatever, I'll just fuck you and leave you?
Maybe Tildak or Venaville or someone have told her, if you have one of our kids, you have to stay here because the kids is or the cub is ours.
But if anyone had said that, I think we would have known.
Okay.
I think it
So
would have been mentioned that
it's
like
just
Winnow
in
said I
her-
can go.
it's just in her head.
Yeah, I think so.
Or she's looking at Cutter and Lita, how Lita is leaving her village to be with Cutter, so she feels she has to leave her family or her.
Yeah, but they chose to be life mates. And that's very
True.
different. Like, Dushine has no intention of being his life mate or even love mate.
Or neither does Tildak, right?
No, he has no intention of that.
He seems like a lonely wolf, so
Yeah. And we see Pelwin coming back, jumping into Lita's hair. And that gets a smile on Dushine's face.
yeah, because Dushine thought that they killed him or killed her.
Or might
Or
have
him.
killed Pelwin.
Did we decide is peddling a she or he? No, it.
No.
It's it.
It's an it.
Yeah, okay.
But we see the Great Hall with all where the cubs are and the rest of the wolf riders, and Willow, Clarel, and Tildak is just standing outside, colludeling, like deciding how they're gonna go about what they're gonna do and how Lardwell is not to be harmed.
Okay, knowing everything I know from these two issues now,
Yeah.
I still don't get it. Why not? Like, Venaville wants to be Lord. She wants to be chief. Why not kill the chief or the Lord with her mind or poison him?
I think it is because all of the gliders really love him, and look at him as their true master and lord or chief, that they don't really look to Winnie for that role that he plays. So she just wants him to be like sleeping.
But if she kills him,
Yeah, they'd
They-
get fucking
they-
mad.
but they can't, like, they don't have to know, if she poisoned him or freeze his brains or whatever, like she do with everyone else.
I think that they would suspect her
Okay, maybe.
because she wants his job. But like the other gliders love him, so I think that that's why she hasn't harmed him. Because
Okay.
like Krell says, do not harm him, just put him to sleep.
Yeah.
They will follow her as long as she doesn't harm him.
So they believe that it's for his, or it's for all of their best interests.
Yeah, because they really like him and respect him. They like, knowing what we know now, they don't want to go out there. They don't want to go looking for the palace.
Because they're brainwashed.
By Wayne Will, yeah.
Yeah. But I love, though, how cute Amber is telling Lord Will about everything they went through. She's talking so
Yeah.
fast, like she has to catch her breath in between, like, oh, we got this bird and the bird.
Yeah.
She's like,
Yeah, she's like gasping in between words to be able to get air in because she's talking way too fast and way too much.
yeah, so eager.
Yeah.
Such a blabbermouth.
Yeah, as Suntop says,
Mhm.
blabbermouth. There's no way to tell a story.
Yeah, he would have told it in a different way.
Yeah, he also says Lord Will doesn't believe it, but he believes everything they say. He would believe them if he said that the sky was green, because they're children.
Yeah, and he knows that kids almost always tell the truth.
Yeah,
Like, if it's not the truth, it's their imagination. They don't tell a lie because they want to tell a lie. Most times.
yeah. The moment when they were all like starting to fight, and the first glider decides like, okay, I'm gonna choke Redlands with this rope.
Yeah, what has the Redlands done to them?
And like, that's the first thing you thought of? Like, I'm gonna fucking choke this guy?
yeah.
And the second glider has a thought, oh, there's a pan here, I'll throw it in the face of Clarebrook. Like, they're
It
in
makes
two
sense.
totally different worlds. Like, one of them is like, I'm gonna choke this guy. The other one's like, I'll throw this pan at her.
They didn't plan it this good, though, before
No, they didn't.
they went out.
And also, like, all of the wolf riders are personally armed.
True.
The gliders has their hooks. Like, they're not really armed. They don't have any real weapons.
And they don't really have any experience fighting either.
No,
Like, they've been in this mountain since
they've
since they had one
hunted some
basically.
animals for food, but they haven't fought anyone.
But they don't really need to hunt either because
No.
they get their food from the humans.
Yeah, like the gliders that go out with the big birds, they'll hunt something and they'll give something to the humans and stuff. But like they don't know how to fight.
No, compared to the wolf riders, though.
Yeah, and like when I saw the picture of Tildak like grabbing onto Trisam's shoulders, I was like, oh, that looks like it hurts. 'Cause like,
Oh yeah, it's punching into his shoulder.
yeah, with his claws. I'm like,
Mhm.
what? That looks so painful. And Trisam takes revenge by like putting him on the table and like hitting his wings. And I can't imagine he has that much feeling in those wings.
No, not really. Not on the wings. I would like more go for the bones in a way.
Yeah, not like the middle of the wing.
No.
Like it's thin. There's not a lot of feeling in there.
I wouldn't assume so. No.
No, it wouldn't have been my first go.
No.
But Pike is really lucky because he slept on a table and Tristam was like 2 millimeters away from falling on his head. Only reason he didn't do it is because Pike woke up.
Yeah, but Pike always has the luck on his side.
Yeah.
listening, like being a drunk that he is.
Yeah. Oh, something I wanted to mention. We talked about Petling singing. Remember?
Yeah.
Ember says that Petling sings real bad, like
Yeah,
real bad.
true. That's true.
So I guess I was right about how
Mhm.
she sings because she says she sings real bad.
Yeah. So true. I believe you now.
Yeah.
But what does Vineville do to Lord Vol? Is she just making him fall asleep, or what is she doing now when he's just like
And she
looks like
says that
sleeping?
she puts him to sleep in his head.
Yeah, so she doesn't do him any harm. She's just making him sleep, so she
Yeah.
doesn't, or he doesn't see all the bad things she's about to do to the wolf riders.
Yeah, because he starts by saying, "Stop, stop that at once. Cruel, to luck, obey me. Do not hear me. Obey me. Obey." And then he falls asleep. So he clearly is not into this fighting.
Of course, they're his guests. He wants to learn more about the
Yeah.
outside.
So she just puts him to sleep so he's out of the way. He can't disturb the moment anymore. Or like try to stop or order gliders to stop attacking them.
Mm-hmm.
And then she steals Suntop.
But is it a reason that she takes Suntop and not Ember? Is it just pure luck? Suntop is the closest one, or
Yeah, I think so. She took the one she could fastest grab.
because in a way I was like, if she took Ember, she would fight more than Suntop.
Yeah.
She has more
Yeah.
experience. She's a wolf rider.
She's a lot more wolf rather than Suntop is.
Mm-hmm.
But also, she wouldn't have been able to find Sava or get free the same way that Suntop did.
True. But
She would just have been a pain in the ass for Winnowill.
Yeah, that's why I thought she chose Suntop, because Suntop doesn't fight that much.
But she doesn't know that because she doesn't know them. She doesn't spend any
Okay.
time with them. She doesn't have any interest in the cubs. So I think she just chose one and was really lucky. So she abducts him and like runs off. And she evil sends the other wolf riders to try to stop her. And Ember is the first one that thinks straight. Like sent to Cutter.
Yeah.
Get Cutter to get there.
Help me, Daddy.
Yeah, help me. Father, help, help. Minimal Suntop. Like, why was she? Like, the child, the first one that thought of telling Cutter.
Because the other ones were kind of drunk. I don't know. And also you
Maybe.
see Bear Claw is coming out in Cutter.
Bear Claw.
And
well,
he's
yeah.
blaming everyone, being like, you were all here and no one could stop her from taking Suntop. Like, what did you do? Did you just watch her?
Yeah.
Like, he's so
like,
mad.
why didn't anyone, like, stop this? Why didn't anyone see this?
Mm-hmm.
Like, they should have protected the cubs. But also, Winnowill disappears in a hole in the ground.
Oh yeah, this is such a thing that happened when they went through the cave when the trolls fooled them.
Yeah.
I feel it's the same kind of magic, no? Like, touch one stone and this whole thing.
It's not touch a stone, it's two-edge. Two-edge.
Yeah, but he could touch a stone inside the mountain wherever he is.
That's true.
It has to be some kind of magic stuff that Two-Edge is building.
Yeah. And I understand why Cutter is so mad. Like, it's his children.
Of course. He wouldn't anyone to hurt his children.
No. And I feel like Cutter is like a millimeter away from like snapping Tildok's arm there.
Oh yeah.
I was like, holy shit, that bone is about to go off.
But that bone is the size of a toothpick though, so it doesn't need that much to snap it off either.
No. Dushan is so sweet. She like runs up to Tildok and like tries to beg him to tell them where Winnowill and the kid can be.
Is there something with recognition that you can't lie to each other or something? Or
No, you can lie. Definitely can. But like he chooses to be honest with her.
Okay.
Yeah. But he like says that the Wolf Brothers aren't elves. You're less fit to be be here than Winnowill's human pets. How dare you claim to be elves?
True.
That's so rude.
But is he getting more and more rude because they're fighting recognition?
No.
You know, like a little
He's just
hormonal.
intolerant and
So this is child act talking. It's
yeah.
not.
It's just like how he's been told of the world. Like they aren't tall as the gliders and they don't look like they expect elves to look like, because they don't look like the gliders. They don't act like the gliders. But the gliders aren't much of elves either.
No.
No.
They aren't much of high ones as they want us to believe either.
No. Like she says, you who were not content with the form and powers of a high one, you who wanted to just not to just float, but to fly like a bird, you can say things like that to me? What are you, Tildak? Your body, your words, your very thoughts, are they your own or Vinowill's? That's so well said.
Oh, yes. For sure.
Yeah, like words couldn't be more true than that.
No.
And did you pick up where Skywise were during all of this?
Probably with Aurora.
Yeah, he showed up after the fight was over with Aurora. So they were fucking.
Mm-hmm. Or something like that, because
Well,
Cutter was yelling at him like, where were you when all this happened? Fooling
yeah.
around with Aurora or something.
Yeah. I think it's a safe assume that they were.
Cutter sends for Strongbow
Yeah.
to come back. He needs him.
Mm-hmm. He's so proud. He's so fucking proud.
Who is proud? Strongbow?
Like, Strongbow has too much pride.
Oh, yeah. For sure. But he says sorry, though.
In the end, he does. Moonshade just have to be there and like, come on, stop this.
Yeah. But he says sorry, so
Yeah.
he admits that Cutter is a good chief in the end.
Yeah. He said like he'll never be the chief Bearclaw was. Like, no, he won't.
And that might be a good thing.
Why would he want to be a chief like Bearclaw? Bearclaw wasn't a very good chief. He was just really, really angry.
Yeah. But Strongbow is really, really angry, so
Yeah.
their minds were so similar. It's harder for Strongbow now.
Yeah, and Strongbow is a very proud person. He has so much pride in everything. So that like following Cutter and like realizing that I was wrong, that's deep in there.
Mm-hmm.
And like him sending the door and making door open again, that like proves how insanely good he is at sending.
But he doesn't do anything, then sends. He never talks, so if there should be
True.
someone opening the door, it's Strongbow.
Yeah.
Well, one thing, how does Two Edge know that Cutter is son of Bearclaw?
Because he's two-edge.
But Cutter doesn't live in the mountain where Two Edge can spy on him. Is he like walking
Two-Edge-
around the forest and watching everyone? Or
Two-edge
like
knows a lot of things about a lot of different people.
creep?
Yeah, like he doesn't come out like the easiest way though. He made Cutter's knife. Cutter got the knife from Bearclaw, thereby Cutter's Bearclaw's son.
But then he's just assuming like Cutter could have got the knife winning it from Bearclaw or whatever.
If you've met Bearclaw, no, he couldn't have.
Okay, maybe.
Bearclaw would never have given up that knife.
No, but more in like a fight of life or death, and
Yeah, true.
Cutter killed him and
but
took
no,
the knife.
Two-edge is a creep.
Yeah.
Total creep. He knows way too much about way too many people. Even Winnowill. Like, she thinks she has secrets from him. She doesn't. The only secret she has is the location of the bones. So.
What bones? I wanna know. Suntop is kind of clever, trying to talk Winneville out of it and let her go and put her down and
True.
all that.
But she hurt him.
Yeah, she's kind of evil sending with her hands or something when she holds him,
Like,
right?
it's a child. And she hurt him.
Yes, and then she's like, oh, this is the place where I take all my human when they're about to die.
You're
I'm
gonna
like,
see
okay,
what
so
old
Suntop-
people look like.
No, I was thinking like, oh, so Suntop is about to die because you're taking Suntop to the place you take people when they're about to
Well,
die.
she's obviously scarring him for life. Like, this is an old person. This is what you and everyone you know is gonna look like.
It's like, no, because Sava is old and she doesn't look like that. She's beautiful.
True.
But
He's-
Sava doesn't
he-
have Wolf Rider blood.
No, and he is too smart for his own good, though.
Yeah.
Like, saying something like that. Like, that's very true. And he doesn't get, like, terrified of this sick, skinny old guy.
No, it more like looks like he's finding it interesting. Like, oh, this is something to learn from.
Yeah.
Something new, something unfamiliar.
Yeah. The moment he mentions Sava's name, he's like, Winnowill is like, oh, mother of memory. She hovers at the edge of my mind like a moth dancing about a flame.
Yeah, and
You
she
bitch.
she says that she collected her.
Mm-hmm.
So she's collecting souls that flying in the void?
Yeah.
Or what's her deal?
No, Saul was out looking for other elves. Winnowill locked her in her mind,
Bitch.
so that Sava couldn't escape Winnowill's mind.
But then if Suntop was a little bit older and a little bit stronger,
Yeah.
she would have succeeded, right? Because she's trying to save Sava and Vinaville is trapping Suntop in her mind too.
Yeah, because he doesn't have all of the experience and hasn't, like, evolved his powers enough to actually know what he's doing.
Yeah. But do you think Suntop would have been stronger than Vinaville if he was just a couple of years older?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought so too.
Yeah. We will also say that when Lord Wall wakes up, Suntop starts saying, when Lord Wall wakes up, he'll fix you, Winnowill. You had to put him to sleep because you're afraid of him. And she answered, I am afraid for him. For his sake, I sent the preservers away long ago. I will always protect him. The fuck does she think she is?
Or protect herself.
Yeah, she doesn't protect him from anything by locking his mind away in his own head.
But you see how full of fear she is when Suntop is touching her
Yeah.
front head to her front head. Like, she's like, oh my god, she might be able to do this.
Yeah, like, what the fuck is this kid doing? Like, one thing is she never expected. The other thing is, what if he actually manages? And then she realized that he hasn't evolved his powers enough, so he's unable to.
So that's why she traps him too.
Yeah. And then Two-Edge comes in. Like, as a voice in the hall. Such a pretty child, mild and wild, a desert blossom. He crosses the sandy sea because of you, because of me. Can you part with this one too? The sunny top sun. But Cutter and the others means like this ballroom hall thing. They're like, oh, be careful.
Yeah, the tunnel of globes.
Yeah, and Strongbow is like, oh, they ain't scary. I'll just kick it.
Yeah, they're just balls.
They fucking exploded.
Yeah. They explode by the slightly touch, right?
Yeah.
So then when one explodes, a fragment is blowing into the other, so the other explodes.
So the next one explodes, and the next one, and the next one.
But not all of them explodes, though,
No.
so they still have to be careful when they walk through the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
And Petalwing is so cute. She just like suddenly, oh, now I remember. Follow Petalwing. Petalwing knows.
Oh, she's so cute. And Winnowill takes Suntop to this new door. Because
Yes, there's
door isn't
another.
one person, it's several persons.
There's another frozen elf.
Yeah, called Door. And inside of there is all of the human slaves. And Winnowill utterly, shamelessly lies to them.
Yes, she wants them to fight the wolf riders,
Yeah.
and collect their weapons and kill them.
Yeah.
And they believe Suntop is Vinowill's child, right?
Yeah, they do. Like, how dare she? And Cutter, like, tells him to stop, and he has no quarrel with them. And they're like, bird spirits to speak our language?
Yeah, I got
They're
so
so small.
surprised by that, because why haven't Vinovill learned to speak human?
Because they speak elf.
Like, Vinovill likes to keep secret. So
But
it
they
would be
doesn't
good
get to
for
know any
her-
secrets.
No, but still, like, it would be good for her to talk secretly with her humans, and the other elves didn't know, and Two Edge didn't know what she was talking to the humans about. You know? That would be smart.
True. But she isn't that smart.
Even though they're like, oh, you are bird spirits too. Why should we kill bird spirits? They're like, oh, it's Vinaville's word. We're gonna kill you then.
Yeah, we just gotta listen because she's the mistress.
Yeah. They're so brainwashed.
Yeah. And Cutter and the others like, oh, we'll just climb up into these veins. It's gonna be fine.
No need to fight them.
Yeah. Like, whatever they do, we'll just climb up here.
But stupid thing to climb up to that net, because it's
Strangleweed.
yeah.
And the tree shaper who made them was killed in those weeds by those weeds.
Yeah, but the way that Vinaville says that, I think she kind of did that on purpose.
She definitely did.
So, if it would be Redlands who made this net, he wouldn't be killed in it because
No.
he's smarter than that. But
Yeah.
Vinaville tricked this tree shaper elf.
Totally.
Because the tree shaper was not gonna tell that she had that net, and she didn't want anyone else to get the same thing as her.
No, she didn't. But Strongbow sets out to shoot Winnowill.
Yes. And he get permission to kill her
Yeah,
from Cutter
Yeah.
and Lito, right?
yeah. And he sends to her like, turn, you made of mad coil. Turn around, the snake.
Yeah. But that was a really good one, though. Like, turn around a mate of Malcoil. Like,
yeah.
oh, you're friends with the devil? Oh, so
Yeah.
you're a bad person then.
Yeah, you have to be a bad person.
Mm-hmm.
And she actually turns and like,
Yeah, because she's high on herself.
yeah.
You're not gonna kill me anyway because you're trapped in that net.
Yeah, and then he actually shoots her. He doesn't kill her though.
No, because he's clever. Because he thinks, or he knows that she's the only one who can help Suntop out
Yeah,
of this.
because Suntop
process
is
thing.
trapped in her mind. So
Yeah.
he's like, I can't actually kill her because that might kill Suntop.
Yeah, we don't know this magic. So
No.
in one way, you can think, oh, when I kill her, she frees all the trapped spirits she has in
Yeah.
her head.
Like they're gone. Like they're free, or they'll just be gone.
Yeah, they die with her.
Yeah.
You never know. Never
No.
take that chance. So that's pretty good of Strongbow. Like,
Yeah.
normally he doesn't show that side of him. He's
No.
just like, kill, let's kill everyone.
Yeah. And Suntop and Shava actually meets in Vinowill's mind.
Yeah.
And at the moment that she like takes the arrow out of her shoulder, Suntop sees the light. And he
But
wakes up.
is it the light, the light in the end of the tunnel? Or is it the light to get out of this dark void?
It's out of the dark void. It's like,
Okay,
look,
yeah.
a door is opening for us.
Yeah.
For you, Suntop, go back and tell Lita of our meeting. She will know what to do.
Yeah, because Vinaville doesn't know love.
Yeah.
Her soul doesn't know love.
No.
She only knows about evil, so you need to heal her mind,
Yeah.
heal her body, heal her soul.
Yeah.
And
From
I
all of the
wonder,
hurt and
like,
pain.
does it describe depression in a way? You know, like,
Despair. Yeah, absolutely.
so in a way, you could say that Veneville is super depressed.
Yeah. She has no meaning in her life. All she wants
No.
is to and she has other conditions as well.
Yes.
She generally isn't a good person, but I definitely think she's depressed. She is a very lonely person because she doesn't have anyone that is actually there and close to her.
No, like, they're all her slaves in a way, all pieces in her puzzle.
Yeah. Well, she doesn't allow people to get close to her either, so it's also partly her fault. Like, I'm sure a lot of the gliders would be close to her if she'd allow them to.
If she only allowed them, though.
Yeah. But Lita sees that Suntop is awake, and she's like, I gotta get out of her. And she cuts herself out of the net, and she falls to the floor.
Because Lita is becoming super fierce
Yeah.
after meeting Cutter. She's becoming a little barbarian herself.
Yeah, I think it's part of mother's instinct.
Yeah.
And Wilma takes Suntop and runs to door and door open.
But the door isn't there. It's two-edged.
It's two-edged.
How dare you? How dare you steal my door?
Yeah, and you can see here, in the colors. Look at his face here. He has these red evil eyes. He's like,
oh my god.
I trapped you. I did this on purpose because I told the Wolf Riders where to go and where to find you.
Doors for the Wolf Riders.
Yeah, I
want some entertainment.
Yeah, I literally told them how to get to you.
Yeah.
This was my plan all along. And Lita is running after, let me help you, let me help you. I will heal you. She's terrified.
Yeah, she doesn't want to be healed.
No.
And Lita is touching her, and she's like, well, it's my choice, and I choose to fall off the stairs instead of being healed.
Yeah. She starts to heal her in the capacity that Sava actually wakes up, and then she falls off.
Yeah.
And
so Sava is free now, right?
yeah, she is. She's free. And then you see, where are his bones? My father's bones.
Father's bones. So is Veneville Two-Edged mother?
Help me, my son. Is his mom.
Spying on your mother taking a shower or a bath?
Is
kind of creepy.
Is less creepy than if it was just a person.
Yeah, but also, what a way to treat your son, though. How
Absolutely. She's a mother of the year. Without a doubt. She's a mother of the year.
Have we met? Oh no, we haven't met his father because where's the bones?
No, we have not met his father.
Are we gonna know who the father is?
A troll.
Or that's not important.
It's a troll.
Who is the father? Okay.
Oh, there was actually something I wanted to mention earlier. When they stood at the floor, when it was about to open, Cutter and Skywise is talking. And Cutter says, she called just before it happened. A name. Two-Edge. Remember it, Skywise? Two-Edge, sure. Part troll, part elf. He made New Moon. If he is Winnowill's ally, if he can hear me, maybe he'll mean something to him. Two-Edge, I'm Cutter. The moon sword is mine, key and all. Answer me. And he opens!
Because he has the key.
Because he has the sword and the key.
Well, I don't think the key inside the sword is the key to open the floor, but there's something with the sword.
He says that the sword holds the key, the sword is the key. So in this instant, the sword literally was the key. That is why he's oh, I'll open the door for you.
Yeah, but you just had to say it.
Yeah.
Inside the sword, there is a physical key that you have to put in a lock and unlock it.
Yeah.
So
and
there's still a use for that key somewhere.
Two-Edge obviously has his own agenda here, and it's not supporting Winnowill.
No. He wants the treasure that he's hidden.
Also, I think
Is
he's
that
really,
key?
really, really bored.
Oh, for sure.
And
They've
this
been
is
here
really
for
fun.
so many years.
And that this is really fun.
Yeah.
Like luring them to Winnowill without
It's-
Winnowill knowing, her thinking she's really smart, and him like gloating, "You're not that smart, bitch."
No, it's entertainment for him.
Yeah. Lita starts healing Lord Wall, and Corell is like, "Savage, you should not be allowed to touch him." And Pike says, "Go unhatch yourself."
They're not birds. They're not hatched.
That's gotta be like, "Go fish up a tree," or something like that.
Yeah, but like, go make your self unborn. Like, kind of go make
Yeah.
yourself killed.
Go unhatch yourself.
But it's like, do they want Lord Vol to sleep forever then, or?
No, he just doesn't want Lita to touch him because he doesn't trust her.
But she's helping him.
Yeah, but he doesn't trust her.
Okay.
Like, Winnowill told him not to trust her, so he doesn't.
Well, I got so shocked
Yeah.
that Vinaville and Lord Vol once was
Lovers?
friend, love mate,
Ugh.
advisors, life
Yeah.
mate, whatever, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And she went away for a while. Probably when she fucked the troll and got a troll baby.
Yeah.
So she was away for 2 years.
Yeah.
Then she came back changed. But I don't understand how fucking a troll changed you to be a bitch.
No. That's very, very true. But
Trolls
also,
aren't
we know
even that
Lord Wolf
bad.
had some big thoughts, and big thoughts that Winnowill didn't share. Winnowill wanted everything to stay the way it had always been, with them in the mountain. He didn't want Lord Wolf to go out seeking for the palace
But why?
because she wants to keep her little playthings. But also, the moment that Lord Wolf sees Petalwing and Lord Wolf knows each other.
They do.
He's like, "Hello, hello, hello, old high thing, remember Petalwing? I can hardly believe my eyes, but look, my people, the preservers." It's like, "Where did you go?" Like, "When will send you away?"
What do you think? The bitch that did everything here, like, didn't want us to be here.
Yeah.
Because, spoiler, we're the ones who can show you the way home.
Yeah, we can show the way to the palace. That's our job.
And Winnowill doesn't want you to leave, so
She sent them away to protect you, and you
Mhm.
locked everybody in to protect you, because going out there and looking for the palace is a bad thing in her mind, because that means that her fantasy about her life in the mountain is over.
yeah, and she has to start training her slaves all over again.
Yeah. But Dushan faints.
Yeah, because she's getting sicker and sicker every day because she's
Yeah.
denying recognition.
And Lord Vol is so scared for her. Like, is she ill?
Well, I don't want to catch her illness.
No. And Cutter's like, "Because of her recognition." "Recognition? With who?"
Recognition doesn't exist anymore. That's impossible.
And everybody's like looking, glowering up at Tildak. It's like, "Tildak!"
one of mine? How is that possible?
Yeah. And Tildak answers with, "It is an outrage to both of us." And he's answered by, "But Tildak, recognition has not been happened among the gliders for far too long. This is not outrage. It is a blessing. Please accept it." Like, he demands he accepted.
Yeah. But you can see how much Lord Will likes children, though.
Yeah, he adores them. And like, I think it's really important that he like says that this isn't an outrage.
Yeah, and then the way Skywise is talking to Lord Voldo's just like, "Oh, the reason you haven't had any children is because you've outgrown this mountain. There's too
no
many of you.
space
You're
for
not
any-
dying,
No,
so you can't get any more. So
because there's no space for anyone.
your souls know that you can't."
There's no
Get any more
there's no more
children.
space. Dushan answers by Lord Wolf by like, "I don't want to leave Scouter. I don't want to leave the Wolf Riders. I want to be a Wolf Rider." And Scouter is Dad of the Year.
Oh, for sure. If Tildak won't be father to this cub, you must bear. I will. So
Whether it has wings or your white gold hair and beautiful eyes, I love it because it will be part of you.
yeah, and they will raise it as their child,
Yeah.
not Dushine and Tildek's
Yeah.
child.
And Lord Volstan's are like, look at them. Look at how tender they are to each other. Look at how they are, how they love. When did we miss this? When did we stop doing this?
When you stopped having children because you outgrew the mountain.
When you started listening to Winnowill.
Oh, yeah.
Dushan says that they can't be life mates. And they're like, I know. And we can see them how they see each other.
Yeah, I like the picture of how Tildek look.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like Dushine.
Dushan look a bit wolfy. Like her face
Yeah.
gets very long.
I like her better as her elf form, not her soul form.
Yeah, but it's like she sees him as a human or like an
yeah.
elf. And he sees her as more of like the wolf and the wolf blood that she has in her.
True.
And then we hear like a cry out for it. A lie! It is all a lie! And it's Lord Vol on top of Egg.
I kind of hoped that he was gonna smash Egg and be like, what's gonna happen? What's
so
the
done
purpose
with
of
this
Egg?
shit!
But what is the purpose of Egg?
It like shows everything that has been and will be and ever can be.
But they don't need it.
No?
No.
It has no real purpose.
So destroy it.
Yeah. And he's like about to like jump down from it and they're like, don't fall, don't fall.
But he's a glider.
Of
he's
course
gonna
he is.
fly, like, duh.
Of course he's a glider.
Like, he's probably the one who taught everyone to do it.
Yeah.
He's
And
not
like they
gonna fall.
already know that he had like a bond bird because the bird's skeleton is over his throne.
True.
So why did they think he couldn't float?
They're wolf riders. They forget.
Yeah. And they start talking like about where the palace is. And Skywise is like, Can you show me by where this stone is pointing? The palace is in the direction of sun goes down though.
Yeah, everything is wherever the lodestone is pointing. So
Yeah. Which is sun goes down.
just lucky for them.
They should have just walked away until the sun goes down forever and they'd found everything they were looking for.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Makes sense. It
Yeah.
would be so much easier or fun if, like, this one time they will be like, oh, the lodestone actually doesn't point in the right direction, so we have to follow the petal wing because
Yeah.
it's like the total different direction. Than
But that
what
would have
this is
made it a
pointing.
lot harder for them when they were out later.
True, but Lord Vol wanted him to follow so he wouldn't fly at night then. So, you know,
Yeah. Yeah,
they
true.
would have found a way.
And Two Edge is like talking to Winnowill while she's like laying there bleeding. Lord Will dreams his dreams of old, a dream of home, a dream he forgot. Winnowill, poor Winnowill, delay she could, prevent she could not.
Nope.
And I think that's like too bad for you, bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you tried, but you failed.
Yeah. Like all that for nothing, huh?
You should have listened to me in the first place.
So they like started talking about like Cutter and Sky was like, what are we gonna do? Are we gonna follow Lord Vol to the palace? Are we gonna go out in the forest? So what are we gonna do?
Oh yeah, before they go out to talk though, they're like, "Oh, it's been a long time since we watched the stars together."
Yeah.
Is that a code word for something?
It may be.
Because
I don't know.
first I was like, "You have talked the whole time you were inside the mountain,
Yeah.
so you don't have to go outside to talk.
To have a talk, but they went outside to have
you
a
can
talk.
send when you want to be really intimate and private.
Yeah.
So what's the code word to we haven't watched stars in a long time?"
It's a good question. We can all assume what that means. But if it means what we think it means, Aurora didn't do a good job.
No,
No.
not at all.
No.
But they kind of decides to find a new Holt, right?
Yeah.
That's their plan.
Yeah. And also part of this watching stars may be a meaning for them to say that I need time with just you and me. Just to be the two of us with no
Yeah,
one
true.
else. Like,
True.
no kids, no tribe, no Lita, just the two of us to be brothers and to be the two that has grown up together. But they go to Lord Wall and like tell him, like, we want to be wolf riders, we want to live in the forest. We'll set his mission on hold, like the quest, like let's just go out there and enjoy the winter, and we'll talk about this later. Maybe then we'll reconsider and go look for the palace.
Lord Vol doesn't really agree though. He
No.
wants them to go find a palace,
Yeah.
but he's like, well, you do you. Here,
Yeah.
you can get some of our clothing, you know.
Yeah. And I looked at them dressing. The cubs get full on winter clothes. Cutter
Yeah,
still
they
has a
have
vest
the-
on. Lita gets she gets her coat lined with fur. And Strongbow gets a cloak.
Yes. So the kids has like mittens, a hat, a full jacket,
New winter
tights.
boots. He gets a cloak. He doesn't even wear pants.
He has kind of long boots, but his whole legs.
But his butt
Are
cheeks
bare.
are out.
Yeah, his arms are out. His stomach and chest is out.
Like he got a cloak.
Mhm.
Are you kidding me?
Well, you see, they got a lot of furs,
Yeah.
so he basically chose himself to only go.
Oh,
with the cloak.
absolutely. He chose.
And it's so fun. They're like, "Oh, I can't wait to be in the snow. I missed having all the different seasons." And Ember
Yeah.
is like, "Me too."
I've
It's
never
like-
seen seasons, but me too.
So funny. It's like, "Oh, remember when you send us those pictures, Daddy? Like, I want to see that too. I missed that too."
Yeah.
As they're about to leave, Lord Vol is tricking them because he's flying
Well,
on his bird.
first, Scouter is like, I don't want to go without Dewshine.
Oh yeah, so he sent for Dewshine, right?
Yeah.
And that's when they were like, "Oh, come here, look at Lord Vol."
Yeah. And like runs up there, and he tricks them.
Yeah,
Like-
he's flying on his bird.
Yeah. Or on the wildest bird of them all. That
It looks
no
like
one
the
can.
biggest too, right?
Yeah, like no one can fly this bird except for him.
Yeah. Because he's the Lord.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, you have to try it." And
And
who's going with Lord Vol, Cutter, and Ember?
Yeah. And kids are like, yes, we gotta go, Dad. We gotta go. And then Rory takes the other bird with Lita and Suntop.
Yes, and then they're like, "Tricked you. Now we're going to find the palace."
Yeah. And Cutter's like, I'm gonna fucking gut you. And he's like, yeah, we can do that. But if you do that, then this bell will crash and you'll die. So
Then
it's
we all
your
die.
choice. But Dewshine realized that something is wrong and tells Tildog to go after Cutter and find out what's wrong. And he does. And Cutter sends Tildog to go back to the Wolf Riders and tell them to go to the forest and like stay there.
Yeah. Do
Like-
not follow us.
Yeah. Don't come
So
after
what
us.
does Wolf Rider do when you
They-
say don't do something?
They go to the forest, they see the bird flying over them, so they decide to follow Cutter.
Yeah, because they never do as they're told by their chief, and the chief is captured by something or
Yeah.
someone.
He's like, it's best that the tribe like is safe. So I don't want them to follow because I don't want them in danger. But he doesn't listen for shit.
No. And Skywise is so mad at Aurori for
Oh, he's furious.
for
I get it. Like he trusts her, like really, really trusts her.
yeah,
and
they fucked. So
yeah, and she just totally broke all their trust, like kidnapping Lita and Suntop and taking part of like the kidnapping of Cutter as well.
yeah, and she's like, "You opened my eyes, and I see that we have to find a palace. So this is kind of your own fault."
Yeah. And also, if you look at the picture of where they've like landed, where all of the other gliders are around, Cutter is bound.
Oh yes, he is. Because they know his strength.
Yeah.
So, but question though,
Yeah.
how do they bound him on top of the bird?
It probably like they had to be in the air still, and like several of the other gliders like floated over and like hold him down to
Yeah.
bind him, because like Cutter is it
They
takes a
know.
lot.
They know him by now. So.
Yeah.
I like though the picture that because Lord Vol is trying to convince them still that they're doing the right thing and taking
Yeah.
them to the palace. So he's sending them a picture of the palace, but he can't give them pictures of things they don't know.
Yeah.
So their brain is making it look like a
Interpreting it.
Holt.
Yeah, like
So
the,
it's like
the
a tree
ultimate
palace.
Father 3 would look like
Yeah,
the
like a
ultimate
Holt.
Yeah.
Or a Holt of Holts.
Yeah,
they said.
yeah, it's like their dream Holt. Like this is what the Holt should look like.
Yeah, and I like this picture though. When
It's beautiful.
it's a palace, but it's a tree.
Yes. But they are starting to get into the White Mountains. Like there's snow and everything, and he's like, "Do you see the aura radiating from the mountain?" And Cutter's like, "No, I see nothing. No, I see nothing."
It's like the Northern Lights.
Yeah, it is.
He doesn't want to see anything.
So it doesn't see anything. Tildak also says, like, while they're like riding, and like Tildak is like telling the wolf feathers that Wol only wants best thing for them. He's our lord, our chief, a much greater chief than yours.
I don't believe that because he's been brainwashed for so many years by Vinovic.
And he just kidnapped Cutter and his family with
Yeah.
their kids
so
to
no,
go somewhere
no,
else.
No.
He's not the best chief.
No.
He's not a better chief than Cutter.
No.
No.
Not
At
at
all.
all. He's like, I want to find a palace, then we're all gonna find a palace.
No matter what you want or don't want, this is what's happening.
But then, shoop, a
Yeah.
new arrow is hitting
And this arrow is so fucking huge.
and long.
Like,
It's so funny. It goes through the bird and Lord Vol, and he barely misses Cutter.
like it hits his necklace.
Yeah.
It says tink in his necklace, and it's holy fuck, what an arrow. And of course the bird goes down. And somehow,
got an arrow
amazingly,
straight through its heart.
yeah, but amazingly, Cutter and Ember survived the fall.
Maybe they wasn't that far up, or
No,
maybe
It's
maybe
pretty
not.
far off.
Higher than the treetops. True, yeah, they're kinda
Yeah.
high up. But it's snow. They kind of got a soft fall.
True. But all the gliders are like lifting Lord Vol up, and it's like, oh my god, he's dead. What do we do? And Tilda gets shot through like his floppy wing thing.
Yeah, like
Wing.
not the bone, but the other part.
The fleshy part.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either. And they said that the trolls had changed. Like, yeah, these trolls doesn't look like the trolls that we know.
No, these are huge. They know how to shoot. They know how to hunt
They
and
don't
fight.
look like picky nose.
No,
No.
or what they said, grey mugs, lumpish subjects.
Yeah. Very well said. These are no lumpy subjects.
These are fit to fight.
These are warriors.
And I totally forgot about these trolls that they
You
were
did?
the other tribe. So I was like, how did they suddenly learn to fight? And then I was like, these are the good fighting trolls.
Yeah, these
The
are
bad
not the
fighting
other
trolls were the other ones.
Yeah, the cowards.
Yeah.
But the moment that like they see the trolls and Lord Vol is dead, all of the gliders just run off. They don't even try
they
to help.
flee.
Yeah.
They're like, we don't want to die. We have to take care of our lord now.
Yeah.
He's dead.
They like just run off, and it's so like, what the fuck, cowards.
But the trolls have the crossbows, so they
Yeah.
have more like better weapons.
Yeah,
But
like
the
more
wolf riders are
advanced weapons.
Yeah, the wolf riders are smarter. They're like, the wolves are taking the crossbows, and Cutter is cutting behind the knees on the
Yeah,
trolls. That must
and
hurt like hell.
yeah, Strongbow is like sniping them with arrows, and but it doesn't take long before Scouter is knocked unconscious.
Yeah, but there are more trolls than wolf riders, and
There
they
are.
are huge.
Yeah. So One Eye takes Scouter and runs up the mountain, and Cutter tells Lita and the cubs to go up the mountain to stand with the rock to their back. And that's pretty smart. Like, get away from the fight. Don't
Yeah.
stand in the middle of all of this shit.
Save women and children.
Yeah. And Amber is so brave.
Oh yeah, she's like, I'm gonna get you, you troll.
Yeah, it sees him like attacking, pet-owing, and he like runs at it. And Lita has this crazy mother instinct and like kills a troll.
Yeah, it is straight between the eyes.
Yes.
Her dagger. It's like, you did it, Mom.
Yeah.
Good shot. I knew you could do it.
No.
It's almost like Ember thinks it's a game.
No.
She doesn't understand the danger.
Yeah, and this is so good. Like coming back to like when they first came, I met Lita. She like healed Redlands, and she was so shocked that anyone could deliberately hurt someone, and she just did. So she is in utter shock of what she's done.
Yeah, she looks at her hand like, did that come from me?
Yeah, and you see this big picture of all the wolf riders. Like Moonshine is picking arrows out of dead trolls and giving back to Strongbow. Tree Stump is hacking off a troll's arm. Pike is like slipping one in the belly with a spear. And Dewshine is on her wolf that is like eating a troll.
Yeah. The wolf riders, they fight on a different level than other
Yeah.
tribes.
But Moonshine is hurt. She's bleeding from her arm. And Strongbow doesn't have a lot of arrows left. And Cutter sees that troll is about to try to harm Lita and the kids.
Yeah, so he goes after it.
Yeah.
But he got hit.
He gets stabbed.
Yeah.
And it's bad.
It's real bad. It's starting to get blood from his mouth.
Yeah. And like the troll is like, I'm gonna twist it. I'm gonna twist it. And Skywise is there like with his knife in his head. So the troll is dead. But if you
Mhm.
look at the next picture, the spear goes straight through Cutter. You can see the point on the other side.
Yeah. He's badly hurt. But then they
Yeah.
do the most stupid thing.
Well, first, Lita,
Skywise
like,
taking out the spear from Cutter's.
yeah, but they're like gonna give him to Lita, and they can't move him with the spear in
Oh, okay.
because the spear is big and heavy, so they have to take it out, and they're gonna give him to Lita so she could try to heal him.
But he doesn't want to be healed. He
No.
wants to help his tribe.
But like the moment that she touches him, she thinks, because she could feel like he's dying.
yeah, this
He's
is
literally
bad.
dying. And Cutter thinks of the others, and you can see that One Eye gets hit in the head on his blind side, and he's dead.
Yeah, and Bearclaw is just coming out, and he can't handle himself. So
No, Cutter and Skywise says goodbye to each other by like sending their soul names, and he let go of Lita's hand and just runs out to help his tribe mates. And he's so brave.
yeah, but he's also so mad.
Yeah.
So or he's not the one who kills the troll because this is a moose.
But
stag-
no, it's a
stag?
stag, I think.
Yeah, comes and takes the troll.
But that's good because Cutter couldn't stand anymore. He's
No.
losing so much blood. And Clarebrook is cutting her braid off.
that one I don't understand. Like, oh, my love mate has died.
Life mate.
Life mate has died. I'm gonna cut my braid off. That's like a mile long.
Yeah.
Her hair is so long.
But she's also one
and
of
I'm
those.
gonna leave it with my love mate and
Yeah.
just
She's also one of those that got a very special clothing accessory for winter, though. She got a cloak.
yeah, true.
Yeah.
But
Um,
why would you leave? Like, obviously she cares about her hair. It's so beautiful, and she cut it straight off and just
Yeah.
leave it with a dead person. He's not gonna need it.
No. And it's not part of like their thing of like giving the dead something. They're like, but you're dead, so you're gonna give back to nature. I don't know why she cut her hair off. She looks really pretty with her short hair.
She does. I like it, like her more with the short hair,
Yeah.
but it sounds so stupid.
Yeah. Cutter gets picked up from the snow by his savior, and like they ride off with these people. And I remember reading this when it came out when I was a child, and I was crying. And this is the end of the book. So I had to wait a fucking month to know what the fuck happened.
Yeah, because we don't know, is this person on the stage the stag human? Is it an elf?
You can see that it's an elf.
Do we see
It's
the
got
ears?
4 fingers.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay. I was looking for the ears.
No, it's got
But you
4
don't-
fingers.
You don't see the ears under the hat.
No, I know her name. I know who she is. But like
you do.
we don't know anything about this person at this moment. All we know is
No.
that she picks up Cutter and runs off.
And we don't know if Cutter is alive or
like,
not.
Cutter's
We
a-
don't know
Cutter
how
is
many is.
Bleeding badly. Look at this.
Yeah, it goes this
Look at
spear
this.
straight to his stomach.
But look at it. Yeah, he's bleeding really, really bad. And he's like, it went straight through his stomach.
Yeah, a lot of stuff's gonna be badly hurt in there.
Yeah.
And we don't know how many else is badly hurt from the tribe either. Like,
No.
this is a huge cliffhanger.
We know One Eye is dead.
And that's basically what we know.
Cutter is dying, if not already dead. He collapsed after gaining his last powers.
Yeah.
Scouter is unconscious. Moonshade is hurt. Clarebrook is mourning her life mate.
Well, could be more. Worse.
How to make
than-
a cliffhanger.
They did it. Real good.
I'm glad we only have another week until then next part of the story.
Yes. Basically, I can start reading right now.
Yes. And for all of you guys, you unfortunately have to wait for a week. But for next time, we are going to talk about the go-backs and the First War.
And until next time, go recognize the problem.